this is a discussion. I want to talk about energy in Legends and why it just, to me, this is all my opinion. This is all, I don't script anything, I just talk off the top of my head as well. But this is all my opinion on it and why it doesn't work. Because we were talking about it in the stream a little bit today, and people were like, it just doesn't feel the same. And I figured I would compare it to Dokkan. Problem is, Dokkan is just chilling. Maxin' Relaxin' won't load. I've already tried to update it with QApp. So, I don't know. Guess I just gotta re-download. But there's an account that's on here that I'd like to not lose. Is what it is, I guess, Either way, back here. So, you guys just have to take my word on what I say about Dokkan if you've never played Dokkan, on how the energy system works with it. It's just how it is. If I'm wrong on anything, people can let me know down below. That's fine. The one thing I don't remember is if it's 20 minutes or 5 minutes. Because it's 20 minutes on Legends to get each one of these to restore. But it's only 10. I feel like it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes on Dokkan. But then you have like 146. So that's what's weird about it. So on Dokkan, number one, it takes a lot more stamina to run stuff. Like some events, you'll only be able to get like 3 out of a full bar to run it like one time. And you have to do it like 11 times to awaken a unit, right? Depending on this or that, or your luck if you happen to use a boost. Boost is a whole different thing. Whatever else. But there's obviously no skip tickets. And there's obviously no energy tickets. Well, nowadays they do have an energy ticket type thing with like the meat or whatever else. So it's that. So it does kind of work. It really would be dope to have Dokkan to show you guys what it looks like. That'd be really sick if it would just work on this phone. But either way, I apologize. So essentially, whenever you restore your energy on here, obviously you have your energy tickets. I feel like skip tickets is what really ruined Legends, energy system wise. It's never been a good energy system. I don't know why it works so well in Dokkan. I've been sitting here trying to spitball and try and think why does it work well in Dokkan and it doesn't work well in Legends. And the only thing I can come to, it is so hot in here. No, thank you. The only thing I can come to is that you're enjoying playing the game. I don't know how else to say that. And I don't mean Legends, like, because I do have a lot of fun with Legends still in certain things. Like, there's certain aspects that I'm like, yo, okay, like if I have a good PvP match or something, it's still fun. I do still like getting new units, I like powering them up. I do still like if they give us free units to work on. It's pretty rare, but I do like it. It's fine. But I really think skip tickets is what killed it. Because in Dokkan, if you had skip tickets, there was a while I used that bot. If you guys have ever seen the bot that's on, there's like a Dokkan bot where it can just run whatever you want in the game. I used that for a while there, and it actually cost me my original Japanese account. I don't recommend it, because if something happens to your computer while it's on there and you're not linked, it's done. It's exactly what happened to me. My hard drive died. When I had it on there when I was doing stuff, I didn't take it off like 2 or 3 weeks. Poof, my JP account was gone. But there is a bot that it'll basically just clear whatever you want in the game as long as you got the stones to do it, right? And even using that, for a while there, like straight up killed Dokkan for me. I was like, this sucks. There's no point, you're not doing anything. And that's how skip tickets feel in Legends. But then they give us all these energy tickets that it's like, it's weird. Because I feel like with this system, it more promotes you. It's hard to explain. It's hard to like give you guys the words to put it in your head on what I'm trying to say here. It gives them a reason to not do good events, if that makes sense to me. Because like in Dokkan, if that makes sense to you, it makes sense to me. I'm the one saying it. But if you're in Dokkan, you want to play the event, and say you got to run. Like there's some events I know for like UI Goku. There's a lot of units that used his medals, and you get like. So if you run the first stage, it's like 25 energy, or stamina, whatever you want to call it. You have like a roll on what you could get. You might get 1, you might get 7, you might get 3. It doesn't matter, whatever. And then if you do the one after that, that's like 50 energy. So say, like my account, I have like a 560, something like that on JP Dokkan, or on Global, something like that. And it's like 50 to 20, or sometimes 25, depending upon, to run the thing. But that means I can only run that like 6 times, and then I gotta use a Dragon Stone to refill my energy. It's the same thing as using like 10cc. It's almost exactly the same thing, actually. Well, if it was 5cc, it'd be the same thing, I think. Yeah, essentially. If it was 5cc, it'd be the same. If it was 20cc. So it actually might be a little bit better of a currency rate. So basically what I'm talking about is like refilling your energy using this 10cc right here. It's almost a little better in Dokkan, or in Legends than it is in Dokkan, because 1 full Dragon Stone is 1/50th. 10cc is 1/100th. So if that costs 20, which it does eventually if you continue to use that, or you use it twice, then it goes up to 20. So it's essentially the same thing, right? Refilling your energy that way, but they give you energy tickets. But either way, in Dokkan, they have to make the events good because you're running it an unholy amount of times. So say you get UI Goku, you need those UI medals, you need 77 of them. And that's just that event. There might be other events you need to get stuff for units too. Like there's LRs that require like 5 or 6 events that you got to run 5, 6, 7 times. 7 times, 11 times, it doesn't matter. But we'll just use UI Goku for an example here. That means the minimum, you're running that 11 times. Now you can use the boost, I believe, which gives you, I think it doubles it. So say you do that, that's great. You're only running it 5.5 times. So 6 times you still have to run it. You get UI Goku Awakened. That's great. But now, those events take like 5-6 minutes per run. It's not like, let me just skip our way through. But then in Legends, they can just give you some garbage AI opponent and be like, here, you just skip ticket your way through it. And it's like, So I feel like it gives them a reason to make the events kind of boring. There's not much in Legends you can do. That's where people have been looking for ways to make Legends better. Like Garesh's idea is to use where like there's things all around the field that you can touch. Like I go over here, I get a boost in strike attack. I move over here. It kind of works and it kind of doesn't for me. It'd be kind of a pain in the butt to be thinking, oh snap, let me get to the other side of the field real quick and do that. You know, but I also wouldn't mind if it just gave you random crazy buffs. So maybe like you just get 500% of your strike attack or something randomly, and then you lose half your health or something. It could spice it up a little bit. It could also be really, really lame. Who knows? We'd have to try something like that out to see. But having the energy systems the way they are, Legends doesn't have to try because you're just going to skip to get your way through. So you can play these events, and then all you have to do is clear all the challenges, and then they make the challenges a bitch. Like we were just doing the Majin Buu one on stream. And it's like we're sitting here running through this, and it's like, it feels pointless. It feels completely pointless to do this, like twice. So if you don't bring the two, it is better than other ones, I will admit, because you can do it all at once. That's the main thing. But say you want to use all your boost characters, you're probably running it twice. Like if you want to get the maximum boost and whatever else. Costs you 2 energy, it's not that big a deal, but there's some events where you got to run like 3 times. Like you're jumping in for that. And I feel like, see, that's where this is very hard to convey to you guys on what I'm going for here. But I feel like that's where Dokkan succeeds and Legends loses on the energy system. Even though it's technically better to refill using your in-game currency. Number one, in-game currency. Dokkan's actually pretty stingy about its in-game currency. I can't sit here and say it's good. Legends is actually, you guys don't like to hear it, I know. Legends is actually pretty free-to-play friendly. It sucks, but it's also very whale friendly. That's the problem. Like it's got both of those down pretty well pat. You do get enough crystals, and if you use them on the right banners, you are going to get the good units. It's just how it is. Sometimes you're going to be that 1 out of 10,000 people who just get straight up shafted on like 15 banners in a row. Happens. Sorry. Like we can't all be Nano, bro. I wish. Yeah, I mean, Legends is pretty free-to-play friendly. Dokkan is not. Like, they just did their survey, and they got, what, 7 stones? Yeah, they got 7 stones for completing both parts of the survey. You got 500 crystals. 7 stones is... That's a 1/7 of a multi, and you're still missing a stone at the end of that. We got half a multi on here. Plus, we have our 10% now. They have guaranteed SSRs, which, I'll tell you right now, as somebody who's played Dokkan for a while, GSSR doesn't mean much. Like, or GSP, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't mean much. It's cool. It's definitely way better than not having it, 100%. But at the end of the day, that last one could just be anything. Especially in Dokkan, everybody's like, "Well, GSSR in Dokkan is fantastic," and it's like, bro, 99 out of 100 times my GSSR in Dokkan is straight booty garbage because it could be one out of like a legitimately like 500 units. It's like, bro, I don't know. That's kind of all I really got to talk on it. I would say Legends sadly does lose the energy fight when it comes to it, and I'm not fully sure why. Remember, this is a discussion, so I want to get your guys' opinion down below. These discussions are going to kind of be all over the place, and I'm kind of heavily relying on you guys to provide discussion down below with each other, with me, whatever else. I'll leave a question down there. Reply to that. Let me know what's up. Talk to other people. You know, you see someone being a dick, call them out. Be like, hey, stop being a dick. Whatever. Actually, don't do that. I'll call them out. You're fine. I'll just block them. It's not that big a deal. But you see someone else, like, I don't care if they talk shit on me, but if you see people in the comment section who are just being assholes to each other, When this kid who's like, hey, I just enjoy this or I enjoy that, people are like, you're a fucking idiot. Well, stop it. Like, stop doing that. That's the problem with this community, man. That's what's bugging me. And it's not just Legends. It's actually my community at this point. It's bugging me because of how my personality is. I attract those kind of people, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I'm that kind of person, but I suppose. So let me know what you guys think down below. Energy system. Who wins for you? Dokkan, Legends. Why? What's the whole point there? What's the deciding factor for you that pushes one way or the other? Is it that Dokkan wins because you have more fun in Dokkan mode, so it's much easier to use a bunch of energy and not care about your stones? Or does Legends win because you like to... I like to skip tickets for the most part. I don't mind it. If I'm just trying to grind something real quick, I ain't got time, I like it. There's some... But like I said, then it gives it a reason to make something take forever to get. Instead of you just run it. Like Dokkan, if you want to power a unit up, you just run something like 11 times. Seems like a lot. You know, it's a fair amount. But then you get to Legends where it's like... Bro, think about how many times you run to get like Kid Goku. The Zenkai for Kid Goku. Or like Android 21. Think about how many times you had to run those events. Any of the Legends Road, the old Legends Road. Bro. Those are the ones to think about. Because those are the ones that are absolutely absurd. And that's just how it is. Either way. I think I'm going to get out of here. Let me know down below. What do you think? Who wins? Why do they win? What do you prefer? You know where I'm at. I actually do prefer Dokkans. But I do like Legends skip tickets. It's just I think skip tickets at the same time ruin the game. I do, because it's kind of like, then why would I play the game if I could just skip my way through it, you know? Either way, I'm out. Thank you so much. Peace out. Hey, thank you so much for checking out the video. You can check out another one up here, or over here, or over here, or back up here, or maybe over here, maybe down here, I don't know. You could also sub this right here. You see my face? I mean, I'm behind my own face. So it's more like a metaphor for saying you should subscribe. Thank you. It's greatly appreciated.